Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Welcome to the Higher Value Show with Cashman and Randall Brad. Let's go. Let's smoke some weed.
Fuck a ghost.
Learn some things. Deep brands and intellect state are on wing. We're here to open up your mind. To hear the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. We're here for you. We'll play Bill, Hill, Corny, Cathy, told you.
It's all here.
Maybe I'm here finally. Maybe I just haven't been here. All of us. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Higher Values. I'm Cashman, and of course, we've got Rando, Brad, and T Prince here with us today. Why the fuck am I so big?
There you are. You're not
Front
big
and center,
anymore.
man. Front and
I
center.
don't want to be front and center. Hey, sunshine. So Tuesday is over. Wednesday lives on.
That's true.
Just to address that off the rip.
Like,
So the
I'll be
Wednesday
up front.
here.
That was me. Like, I said, hey, look, I can't do 2 nights anymore,
Hey,
2 nights a week. It's a lot.
It really wasn't you, because if you wasn't saying it, dog, I was coming out with it in another week or so. Like, look, I can't keep doing this shit. I'm working too many hours. But we're here for 1 day a week, and we're gonna rock with it.
I mean, we got real life and shit too. You know, we're all trying to balance our lives the best we can accordingly. You know, make time for family, friends, real life, summertime, drinking beer, and just not being on this fucking app where everybody's crying about fucking how much they're important.
Wait, do
in
we
life
got a guest?
Oh shit, we do. Speaking of important people, god damn.
T Prince, who we got?
We
I know how to
are
use
joined tonight by my wonderful friend Aura.
Hi.
Man,
Cannot
that
wait.
pipe dope.
What?
Can't wait to talk about all of our interesting items tonight with Aura's take. She's
Or just the pre-green room stuff. I was like, God damn it. I never should have agreed to this. They might be reviewing my account, and this is going to be what's up there, you guys.
Not great planning. But boy, do we have got a lot to say. So if they are paying attention and they are listening, the ex-engineers, the ex-devs, the Elon Musk fans, anybody who's been demonetized, fuck it. You know, we all suck. Just fuck off. Just log off. Go do something with your life.
Hey,
You know?
Brad, I understand, like, you were pissed off when people were bragging about their payouts. Now you're pissed off that we're bitching about not getting payouts. What is going to make you happy? I bet it has something in it.
Big
Honestly-
fat fucking payouts is gonna make
No,
Brad
no, no, no.
happy.
No.
And you're like, come
No,
to
no,
the Cox.
Let us clarify. This is the happiest day of my life on X since I have joined this platform, and aside from Elon Musk replying to me. Now, I'm going to call myself out right there. I sucked up to him so bad when he replied to me. It was the greatest day of my life. But like, you know, like, whatever, right? But now that that's over, now that that's done with, now that he's never going to talk to me again, we'll just move on from that.
Mama, oh my God.
But no, honestly though, like I don't know how to put it, but it's just
Melissa's here. Hi, Melissa.
everybody was just making everything about payouts. It was literally spam. Everybody was just giving their opinion on things, and oh, this is what worked for me this week. This is what worked for me that. But like nobody was actually taking the time to sit around and go, okay, well, this type of content was working well. How do we make this type of content? I mean, Green Man has done some of this, and I know I've seen it, so I don't want to say nobody. But like, there wasn't that many people who are like, this is how we make this type of video content. This is how we make this content better. How do we get any structure behind this? What are we actually doing here? It's all just the same nonsense over and over again. Just oh, positive vibes. I'm supporting you. You're supporting me. We're here. We're all having fun. We're all getting paid. But like at some point, that's just spam. Let's just be honest with yourselves, myself.
Or somebody who's not in the creator revenue program, I'll tell you that. I've been letting people know. And I know I talk about it a lot, but it's because I'm insane over it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I mean, yeah, if anyone should not have been paused, it would be you, because you were meticulous about your account health. Like, you wrote the book on account health.
There are so many things I didn't know about that, like, I tripped into fucking pits. Like, there are things I've done that technically were violations without me realizing it. Like, you know, a lot of traps on X. There are a lot of, you can get the clap from so many people here. You got to be careful with who you hang out with.
You know,
that's how it works.
You know, I didn't even
You know,
but they're just gonna stab you in the eye. Okay,
I
sorry.
didn't even know. I was having a conversation with someone, and I was using translator to talk to them.
Yep.
And I didn't know that gets you in trouble.
Yeah, I was so.
Can I just clarify that you can get the clap from various ways in life? Go on.
Yeah, that's true. Protect yourself out there. The best form of protectance is abstinence.
Well, I guess that's what I'm doing right now. I'm abstinent.
Are you going to be at the show tomorrow, Tony? I missed you last week.
Yes, I
am. If you want to quit, you know you get to quit, and I'm not going to be sad. But like, dude, seriously, you know what would make me so happy? If everybody that quit X came to What the Cluck and just said hi to people, like 10 seconds at the end of the show. Hi, real life is great.
It is.
And I mean, just on a real note, outside of the satirical asshole version of myself, like when I found out just before this or that you got paused, you know, like only like 90% of the people I would say legitimately got paused. But I do think that there's a rough area, my percentage is probably off, that you probably are guilty by association of other people that they just threw everybody in a big batch. Because like
silo, maybe.
Man.
I look at the Unconfines and the Brock Pearsons, and we're gonna call them out. You're gonna have a whole community around Engage for Engage. Well, that's not what they do. Okay, sure, whatever. But when as soon as you subscribe to Brock Pearson, he sends you a DM talking about join my subscriber only spaces. You'll get a bunch of followers. In fact, there's one time somebody's gained over 200. Like I can show the DM, like if we really want to do that. But he sends this to everybody who subscribes to him. I don't know if he's changed it or updated it, but that's against the terms of service. Like you can't do that. And anything or anybody associated with that is gonna get flagged. So
I have a from Brock, you said? I subscribed to him one time ago.
You didn't get the
let me
get the DM?
Freaking dude, I don't pay attention.
Pull that motherfucker up, dog. You throwing out accusations out there, back that shit up.
But
I want to see it.
I don't
screenshots, or it didn't happen.
Facts. I need the receipts, dog.
You're right. 1 second.
Like, I try really hard. If I don't have something nice to say, nothing at all. And sometimes I will say something, but I normally will not name people because I want to protect the guilty from freaking coming after me and trying to stab me in the eye.
Oh, hi, Fauna. Love you. She says she did not get the message ever.
No, I got it. We'll share the screen. Here you go.
Share what you want. You ain't got my screen, and if you do, I can't read that.
So this is.
It says, hey there, friend. Thanks for the subscription. What you can expect is advice on how to build up your own X account. I hold spaces, and inside of them, we talk about this and also do a networking post for subs where people have seen anywhere from gaining 20 to 100 plus followers per post. There is a weekly space Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and one monthly at 10:30 p.m. 6:30 General Mountain, blah, blah, blah. This last week, we had 98 concurrent listeners. Someone joined with 100 followers and left with 170, and they didn't even speak. On that note, I am also trying to move away from spaces, reminders, and building an email list, as it's easy to miss these reminders on X. So if you'd like to be on this email list, totally optional. Click the link below.
And no harm, no
I'm not
foul.
giving my email out. Wow. What's
I
the
don't
date
think that
on
there's
that?
any
Fauna
harm
wants
or
to know.
foul. What is this? December 1st. December 1st. So like this is dated, right? 5 months ago. But
Yummy
I hope he's
sauce.
updated it. But nevertheless, I do believe that was the whole purpose of that
I mean,
community,
that's
right?
engagement farming, in my opinion. But
Yeah, whatever. Nevertheless, I've been an engagement farmer myself, guys. I've done it. I was
That's follow for
probably
follow at the very
Same.
least,
I
right?
know, and I was in those bad myself. And if you guys recall, like I had this whole thing,
Well,
like the
back
monetization
when it was
playbook. Like I was big in this circle jerk myself, and
Twitter,
I
that
said,
was
"This is
the
bad."
trains. When it was Twitter, it was the train.
Yeah, that was the thing. The follow back Fridays, the follow for follow trains.
Yeah,
That's just what you did to survive on this app.
what
though.
are you thinking, Aura?
Third driver space. I think I've done one with one of those guys. I call them Three Musketeers. I did one with that one and one with that one. Then, I did the one with the other one. And
I love
yeah,
that.
time somebody in one of my friends who I'd gotten to subscribe was like, "Hey, dude, I think that's platform manipulation." And you know what I said? Oh, fuck. And I never and
Oh, fuck.
because, dude, I try really hard not to break the rules. I try really hard not to break the rules. And everybody knows that about me. That's why I scare so many people. Is because I try really hard not to break the rules. And for me to be suspended, do you know how many fucking hours I have spent over the last 2 months, not chasing monetization, but going into these engagement farming rings and
Oh gosh, yeah, you had list after
Yeah.
list,
and
and
it
you
is
were reporting people.
I learned what to look for. And you know what? It ain't just fucking Indians or Pakistanis or Nigerians. And guys, it dawned on me one day, like, because I'm hating, right? But then I look around, I'm like, you know what? The reality is you aren't going to get anywhere on X unless you freaking cheat.
Facts.
Well, that's what the people with the big payouts were doing.
So that needs to be fixed.
Right.
People content need to win. Green Man should be getting $1,000 minimum of fucking payout. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
I don't
mean-
know.
No, we
I don't
we
know the
cuss.
basis
We're allowed
for
to cuss here.
payouts. But
I
like
was-
when they were doing those big payouts, I agree. He should have been getting those big payouts with everybody who were the people who are getting $1,000 for their good morning, or I created this picture of an X with Grok, copy paste it, quote tweet it. You do the same thing. Not calling any names.
I was getting when those
You're totally gonna call names. I don't know who you think you're kidding right now.
Put a name on it or shut the fuck up, Brad.
obvious.
Hey, that KSJ bitch.
Oh,
Hey, I'm so happy she got demonetized.
Dude, I love KSJ. So here's the thing. It goes back to there's black, there's white, there's whatever. There are so many mommies on here that
Save
were
the
doing
quote tweets.
so that they could, stay at home and raise their kids and homeschool. And a lot of them are making really good content, but some of them are not. And so, like, that's where I'm like, dude, where's the morality in it? Like, everybody else is getting paid. The freaking program, it's called the Creator Revenue Share, but it's the engagement revenue share. And I mean, it's even in the damn terms come from your engagement. How can I hate on them? But dude, then some fuckers got greedy and started doing 2,000 replies a day.
AI
yeah.
generated
I
bullshit.
can't do it. I can't do it.
And-
I
and
tried. I was barely over 100, and I was like looking for things to find. Trying to find things to engage with that spoke to me, and I could not do it. If I had to make 2,000 replies a day, I would shoot myself in the head.
Hey, and all I gotta say is if you use that creator buddy and you got demonetized, you deserved it.
I did never tried it.
Yeah.
Alan sent me a DM today. And dude, did you see my post? I'm sure you didn't. I wrote a post yesterday. I thought and he reposted it and sent me a DM and told me I'm a great writer and was really kind and asked me, if I need anything, ask. And I was like, yeah, I need a week of free access to Creator Buddy so I can give it an honest review. He can't do that. The API costs too much. I subscribed to him and I never did his review. because I never got to any of those live sessions to try Creator Buddy. And I'm not giving him that kind of money to try it. I think I can write. But honestly, like, I'd love to try it, because if it's worth $40 a month, if it's better than GPT and it's all trained in there so that people like Brad, who I love you, Brad. I think you have really good thoughts, dude. I talk to you in spaces. You've got this heart, you've got wisdom, you've got life experience. If it takes a freaking computer to turn that into shit I can actually read and understand and looks pretty, I'm all for it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
For it.
Oh, I definitely understand
I'm
that.
gonna write again, Fauna, but I'm thinking that I might try Substack actually, unless things get fixed here. But yeah, I'm enjoying my farm right now, Fauna. I've got babies coming out of my ears right now. Ducks, ducklings, goslings, chicks in different stages of life. More on the way. So I've been real busy.
And Tony, I'm sorry.
Oh, I just wanted to clarify, for anybody who's upset at me for the things I've already said and probably going to say, save your quote tweets, save your angry comments, save the DMs to me, because I don't care.
I was going to say, we don't give a fuck.
But
I speak for me and Brad. I can't speak for those two. We don't give a fuck.
Do not pay him. Do not engage. Go away. You know what? That's it. If you want to be mean to Brad, just go away. And Brad, dude, I did not need to see your ass. I'm so glad. Are you going to stop that?
Which time?
Oh, no. He's got a Swedish guy that he's trying to get.
I want Brenda. Fucking, I love Brenda. That little
Brenda will be here tonight.
Yeah. I love Giorgio. Come on, Giorgio's fun.
Giorgio is honestly the absolute hardest character for me to do. Just even energy wise, because like I have to do like an 8 ball of cocaine to even get in the character. it's too much.
Okay.
Dog, you mean that's how you've been getting into character this whole time, and you ain't telling me so I could do a line with you?
Got to be amped up for Giorgio. I got to keep that stuff in reserve, man. Like it's tough on the heart now. Like
I'll expect that in my next care package, Brad.
Just kidding.
Okay, so
I would do pre-workout energy.
Then what was her name? Alexis Finn. What was it? What did we decide her name was going to be?
Oh, something like that. Shit.
I've got like a Karen wig, and we were going to do a total on his whatever chat buddy or whatever that post.
It's not too late. We can do it live. Oh, here comes Frenchie. God damn it. We have a troll on the show. So
just one.
Frenchie wants to know if we can finger his smooth ass.
Frenchie is the regular troll that stops by.
The answer is no.
Times. Appreciate the support.
Oh, I love you, Frenchie. We have no fucking clue who it is, to be honest. We have some suspicion, but we have no dead set idea who this is.
Odds are it's not somebody I just called out or made fun of for their shitty fucking posts on X.
No, I feel like that would be a whole different conversation right now if it was somebody that you.
Yeah.
So hey, Tony, I just want to say that, after feeling guilty for like a long time for talking you how to do one-liners, because I knew you could use that money after the dog shit and stuff. I want to tell you, how proud I am of you for sticking to your morals. And I love you. Fauna, I'm sorry. Okay. Fauna pointed out Maida Jane wrote this amazing story. Do you know who she is? Who her parents were?
Oh, yeah, I know Maida. I don't know who she is, but I know we're friends.
Story. Oh, my God. Beyond the Green Door, dude. That was her dad.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. I can't wait to read it.
He's writing. I'm so thrilled. I knew I didn't know that, but I knew Maida had some talent, and I'm excited to read the story. So there you go. You got some porn there.
Check that one out.
Yeah. Sorry, I remember the first time she came on our show. We were all pronouncing her name wrong.
Well, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's spelled that way. Why would her parents obviously were not fortune tellers or future? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so is there a format to this show, or do I
Nah,
just
no.
people?
It's basically we start out like really well, and the more fucked up these two get, then it kind of turns into me herding cats or trying to nail jello to a tree. That's pretty much the format.
But she loves every second of it
Every
every week.
second.
And
I love my
honestly,
guys.
I think we already started this show off just straight downhill. There's no bringing it back up.
Dude, I'm under review tomorrow, and that's what they look at. Like, and
Well,
I'm just, you know,
let's turn it around here. Let's turn the ship around,
I think
because
the
there
thing.
was a positive note that I had. Not that anybody's going to get their money or they're going to get restored, because the core problem here, again, save your quote tweets, is it's Elon Musk and everybody from X. They designed this program. They advertised it as such that everybody was going to be able to get rich just from fucking posting bullshit. They even went out of their way to say, like, hey, look at this account who's just posting bullshit and getting paid. And they continued to do this to the point where everybody started to reach out, jump on this fucking bandwagon, and we all started mining fucking gold like we was going out of style. And now we're all surprised the fucking money's dried up and Elon doesn't give a fuck about anybody who's not physically sucking his dick. You need to understand that. If they're not physically sucking his dick, he does not care about you. The Ashley Sinclairs right now are getting all of his attention.
Hey,
The White
Brad.
House is getting all of his attention. Yes.
When's the next payout?
Maybe we're doing a sit-in. We go from community to community. And if you have a community and you'd like host 1 hour, contact me or Kate Bly. And we're doing 1 hour spaces. And that's like the only engagement I'm doing. And I'm encouraging other creators not to engage on payout Fridays. Not over payouts, though. We are demanding an official X community and an end page with an employee adminning. We get to moderate daily polls, weekly spaces with employees that are recorded. And yeah, Elon and Linda, or whoever the CEO is, a lot of people want her fired. I'm not on that boat yet. I don't know the details.
I don't think she's running this ship, so she need to go. Okay.
Yeah. So, if there's something fucked up, you want to, like, dude, they got to read it. And I'm not all the way with you, Brad, but I totally get everybody that sees it that way. And I totally admit that I could be deluded. I love Elon. So please forgive me if I'm wrong. But, there's that 98%. There's always
You
that
can love Elon and still think this app shit.
Oh, and he fucking loves crazy women. Dude, when I read about Amber.
Don't they all?
I love crazy women. I'll admit it. I'm a sucker
Best sex.
for them.
10 out of 10.
So I think the biggest problem, the biggest mistake that Elon made was that he left throwovers from Twitter on the staff that are sabotaging from the inside.
Potentially.
But they could be new hires too. And then, look at how many people went out in Exodus as major competitors came in and hired them. Like there are powers that will do anything they can to take down this platform. Tesla, like they're all screaming about Tesla. What they're hiding is what they're doing to X. This, and we can argue about whether there's free speech here or not. Obviously, it is not at the level that we should have. Ho, ho, ho is hate speech. Fuck you, ho. But it's better than like a lot of the stuff we had. I was able to get data. I'm able to talk Tara Reid, who, by the way, is doing a space right now, and a space right now that I am missing, hanging out with you guys, because I know you and like you. But Tara's fucking cool, and like there are a lot of cool people here that I've met. They're doing amazing things, and I'm gonna become a total affiliate whore. That's what we're doing in May.
Hell yeah.
Cox. Come get your Cox, Brad. I hear you kind of like it gay. And we're how to monetize their own content. There's rumors like, oh, links will deboost you. You know what? They fucking don't. If you do it wrong, it's going to look like it's not going to launch. But
Frenchie says they're both gay for pay.
Are they? Oh, well.
It could happen.
If the money's right, he ain't playing.
If Brad goes gay for pay, Cash is going to be behind the camera. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to gas him up. Who else is gassing him up for that?
And I'm gonna need a fluffer.
You go fuck
Not
yourself,
gonna
dog. That's
That's going to
Corey.
be a no for me, dog.
That's Corey, bro.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No, what Aura was saying though on the community though, I strongly agree. Honestly, I'm just talking shit and I'm just making fun of people. If you got offended by that person because I called you out, grow up, go outside. Um, but seriously, that is what X needs. We do need a community. We need an organized platform area where new creators can come, learn how to create content, learn different tips and tricks from other people who've already been doing it, get advice, and understand how to do this better so that they can become content creators. And if you don't have an education platform for somebody to achieve the goal, then you can't just wave around there and just false advertise like what Elon's been doing. And I think that that's what people are disgruntled about truly. And aside from that, I'm going to step off my high horse because I've already talked a lot of shit about it tonight. But genuinely, Aura, that's a great idea. I hope that they do come around to that because that would at least allow transparency and the development for growth.
Transparency. That's the big one. It's got to be transparent.
You know, their answer is, oh, it's a secret. We can't tell you because then the bad guys will know how to do it. And it's like, well, you know, the rumor on the street that we're being grifted by Elon and with his consent. Like, dude, if that's a deal, he invited some friends and he decided he was going to pay him $12,000, $24,000 or whatever. And the baby's mom is like, this shit does not look good. And I don't even care. Okay, I don't. If he wants fucking his friends to get boosted, go for it. But you also got to boost some of us. Like, there are people really putting in the effort and they deserve to fucking get paid.
Yeah, you know,
They've got and good content. And every time I see one of you people sell the fuck out and do cheap ass one-liners, you piss me off. You make me sad.
I got a rock.
What? You did a rock, but you stopped. You stopped. I didn't even have to bitch at you. Dude,
that was one tantrum.
And you already knew. I didn't have to say a fucking word. You knew and you quit. And I love you. And I'm sorry for every nickel you didn't get because you should have fucking milked it and got your $1,000 checks. But you know, on the other side, I'm really proud of you. You put out some good work.
Thank you.
I don't do one-liners. Nah, never. I would never do that.
Not a chance.
Never.
Should we go look, Cash? Let's go look.
Yeah, nah,
Let's
go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's go look what Cash is doing.
Oh man.
Here we go. Share screen. Oops.
Say at this point, I'm genuinely curious.
These are bangers. The bangers incoming.
Here we go. April 14th is pin post. Know your worth, then add tax 100. I like to refer to those as fortune cookie post. 1 hour ago, if you give her if you give her money but don't hit, just call that a parlay.
True.
I don't like that one. But this one's fucking hilarious. Just found out cockfighting is with chickens. 12 months of training fucking wasted.
I can't keep sleeping alone. Somebody baby mama about to get took.
Wait, did you steal this shit? Joke's on you. I was planning to go fuck myself later anyway. Is this copy? I gotta Google it, dude. Is this stolen fucking content? Because that pisses me off too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She's gonna call you out.
Straight from Facebook, baby.
She said this isn't even bad content. This is bad stolen content, you piece of shit.
Good. Sorry. If it's too good, by the way, your content, if I think it's too good, I Google it. Do you know how many of these fucking gurus, self-help, pay me and I'm going to make you famous on X people just steal this shit right off of fucking dude, anybody money?
People don't need it.
Google search.
Yeah. You know, there was one guy I was following. I don't know if I haven't followed him for a while, but he used to only steal construction fails from Facebook, and I would see them like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, I saw you Mac on that one time.
Yeah, and like I think he still does it. He tried to talk to me for a while, and I was just like, Go away. Ugh. And it's not because like I think any less of him. It's nothing like that. It's nothing personal. It's just you offer me nothing, and you're just wasting my time. Like let's really be honest. Like, every time I engage with you, that takes 30 seconds of my life. And is that important time? No,
No,
but I don't want to be
that's
wasting it out of yours.
regretted user minutes.
Hey, how long did it take to watch the video?
Listen, Aura. We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about everybody else.
No. How long did it take to watch the construction fail video? Or did you not watch it and you just left comments? Like, those people offend me so much. Like, I don't want your fucking good morning. If you don't want to read it, and Brad, you were cool. You're like, I'm not gonna fucking read this, but good morning. Okay, we can be friends. Excellent. But don't pretend you fucking read it. Like,
Hey,
No,
well,
you
no.
know what? He used to get Grok to read my articles and give him the too long didn't read version.
And then
What do you
Tony
think?
straight asked me, "Did you read it, Cash?" Nah, I'm gonna be
No,
honest with you. I didn't fucking
no.
read that shit at all. I'm gonna be honest.
now I'd be okay if you wanted to quote post the shit with Grok summary. Here, I translated it for Aura. Somebody could just make an account and translate Aura's shit in 4 lines.
We'll call it Aura Light.
Can we get that AI automated for
Aura
us?
means like in some other language. Sometimes they translate my name and it means light somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, but I miss you, Brad. It's nice to see you.
Oh, genuinely, thanks for actually making it to one of our shows. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
we appreciate it.
back on X. I'm gonna be there every now and then. Tony T Prince down there, she kind of inspired me to take a little bit of a hiatus, but it's been reinforced by every time I come on this app, and I get like 3 seconds into scrolling, and I go, "What the fuck?" Okay, I'm gonna go back up.
So,
Yes,
Brad,
Melissa.
I have a recommendation. And Melissa might have some good suggestions because Melissa she's doing it pretty right.
We need to get her on the show.
She has some account. Oh yeah, you really should. Fucking that bitch smokes so much weed. Oh my god.
Yeah, we need Melissa on the show.
Right up my alley. Let's go.
I love you. Yeah, I talk to her almost every day. I didn't talk to her today through all this. I'm sure she was waiting for me to call at any point, but I've been getting DMs left and right for spaces. People are being nice to me and wanting me to talk. And I don't know if it's just because like I'm the tribute, like the sacrifice, like the shit you just did, Brad. Like, fuck it. I don't care if my account gets tanked at this point. What's right is right.
Yeah.
But I do it in a positive way. Like, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I'm not wishing ill on anyone. But, dude, if you're doing 1,000 replies a day, come fucking learn how to use affiliate links. You're going to make more fucking money. Like, seriously. Just stop with the nonsense. And you can do that and be value-based. You don't have to be spammy. And there are ways to make money, and you don't have to be a creative genius to do it. And so, and the ad revenue program, I'm really pissed off. Not I mean, a little bit personally. Okay, I was living the dream. I did. Like, dude, I've worked other places. I'm always that top achiever. They fucking gave me that when they gave me that $400 out of nowhere after not paying me for however many fucking months. I was in like Flynn. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna win at X. I'm gonna make $3,500 a month here, and I'm gonna be able to stay home and make a living on X. Yeah, no,
We all had the dream.
we all had the dream, but I did do all the right things, and I was willing to accept that I wasn't gonna get paid that, and cool with it. And it's just, done that decline. But to get fucking paused, that is
Yeah.
no.
I was crushed every other Friday. It crushed me because I was watching my numbers. I was getting people seeing me. Rothmas was sharing my articles, and I would think this time I'm going to make $50. I know it. I'm going to get the pay. And I was like, that's how high my bar went. I'm going to get $50 this week. And yeah, bupkis and more bupkis. So bupkis.
Yeah. But then there's good things, and I don't want to brag, but I have people that give me $2 a month because they love me a lot.
I still have 10 people that love me. Thank you, Aura.
Well, don't thank me too prematurely. You either, Brad. I am sitting down. I did get some new subscribers. This is not a subscriber plug. I do that on my own page, but I did get a couple of new subscribers this week. So I got to sit down and do the math and see if I can afford everybody. Like my last two that I really
I'm bringing no value. I can't
well,
blame you.
no, it isn't that you don't bring value. I can't fucking afford it. I'm not gonna keep putting in more than what X gives me. I'm not. I can't. I love you guys, but I've given a lot. It'll be Dallas and Green Man. And Dallas is $8, but he's like that last one. And then if I can't afford him, then it's gonna be Green Man, and he'll be the only person I'm sub to, and I'll do that as long as I can fucking afford it.
My premium plus expires in 4 days.
Ba, 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 ba.
When that shit went up to like 40, I said, no thanks, fam. Just,
It's 50 for me.
yeah,
Mine's I don't know what day in November, but I'll probably do a live stream when I cancel it. Because, I might not cancel it if a bunch of shit changes fast. And right now there's a bunch of shit changing. So maybe this is good. I am holding out hope, but that's how I manifest shit, right? Like, what's the best possible outcome for the steaming shit heap that's sitting in front of me? Where's the blessing? And maybe the blessing is that a lot of grifters are not going to get paid anymore. Period. Like, that would be awesome. The $40 is still too much for me, if that's true. I mean, unless they start paying me, at least $3,500 a month. If they pay me $3,500 a month, I'll pay them $40. That's cool. But I gotta be getting $3,500 a month. I might go down to $8 to keep subscribers if I know the grifters are really gone. I want to keep my subscribers, but if not, yeah, I'm not going to be verified anymore. I'm going to be naked in the wild and being really loud and proud about it too, and telling them. And I'll probably still be pushing for them to give us that goddamn creator community with transparency, where we can say, my account's fucked. Will you please fix it? And if nobody fixes it, everybody's going to see.
right.
Like that.
Or why? Just how about why? Like, specifically, why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then other people will cheat the system.
They're gaming the system now.
They're the only ones gaming the system.
It's such a bogus excuse. I mean, like, I don't want to just go off of other platforms, but like, if you go to TikTok and you go right on that there, they'll give you a little bit of a crash course. They have all these different things, like, here's how to create videos. Here's what people are looking for. Here's tips on how to go viral. And they give you like a little bit of a dashboard there to understand your earnings as you're getting the impressions and the views and all that stuff. And it's just transparent. And that's all that we're basically asking for out of X at this point. Allow us that.
Is that why Deep Thought's down? I hate to start rumors, but Deep Thought is how I was telling who the grifters and shit were, right? Like, it was giving me good analytics, and it's down now. And I asked Duran if there were improvements, but he hasn't said anything. But it had this payment like calculator thing on it. And so that's one of the reasons why I knew for sure I was over that $10, is because it was always really low, but I do long form. People are on my content more. So my payouts were always like about 3 times whatever. So if it said I was getting 20, I was going to get 60. So I should have got like 75. And then this last one, I should have been over 100 for the 2 I've missed.
Fauna, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I know that I'm going to let the sub on iPhone expire because it costs a freaking fortune. And whatever I do, I'll do back on desktop because that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, hey guys, anybody that might be listening or watching, Tony does have a tip jar, right? If you guys could give her a tip so that she like cover her blue for next month, that'd be nice.
Oh,
well, they should.
Honestly.
I would, but I'm like a broke bitch. X ain't gave me no money. I mean, well, I should get some sub pays soon. If I have my sub pay by then, I'll give you $8. Well, maybe.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a difference when I did it. So and the premium plus from iPhone is freaking $50 a month. That's too much. That's ridiculous.
Dude, that's more than Alex Champion's charging for creator, but
And if that's a scam, then what is this?
You do the math.
Paid me to come say Creator Buddy.
I mean, I can't afford Alex Finn and X at the same time, and without X, I mean, what is
And
Alex Finn?
$10, and I did not have time.
Don't
to
worry, Alex Finn ain't shit.
He did get demonetized. I
What?
thought he did. Didn't you say
Who?
Alex Finn got demonetized, Brad?
That who said it? It definitely
Oh,
wasn't.
I thought
I don't
someone
know.
said he
He
did.
blocked me. I can't see his feed.
I don't.
It was the weirdest thing.
I
He
mean,
wouldn't tell anybody if
I
he
got him
did.
blocked.
I think that if Alex Finn did, I don't think he'd tell anybody.
No, that would ruin the grift.
Well, not
And
just that. It's like people are like, "Oh, there's no way he has insider information," and I'm like, "No, dude, he's just not smart enough to tell you who the employee is that he's hanging out with. Like, fucking duh."
Right. And that's loosely what I meant by literally sucking
Melissa.
Elon's dick. Like, if you're not in that direct chain of handshakes and hand jobs, like, you're not getting paid, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Brad, I'm gonna need you to step your game up and
I have said repeatedly,
shoot your shot at Elon.
I will jerk off a billionaire to get paid. Like, I'm not above this. I'm not above this.
Oh,
Like,
dude, you'd have his baby if you could. I'm sure for far less than $1 billion. Like, yeah.
that's a business decision. That's
Give
not
Brad
gay.
$1 million and he'll gladly.
$1 million? $1 million? Are you
Not that, especially after taxes.
If you don't, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass.
no $1 million? I turn that boy out. Like, we'll be fucking.
My bad.
He'll be talking about my Starship. He'll be talking about my rocket launches. You know what I mean? He'll be like,
fucking
"Doc,
dead.
your rocket," and man, it'll be the best time of Elon Musk's life. He won't even remember who his last kid was, and honestly, he probably doesn't even remember his last kid. But that's beside the point.
He put me in his small creators group, but it looks like I got kicked out.
Oh, for sure.
What? You got kicked out of the
I was.
smoking.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why?
I'm not it. I don't know, but I'm not in it anymore. It's gone.
Oh, see, and that's like, like everybody, like, honestly, I
I'm
don't
not in
hate
this
Alex
group
Finn.
anymore.
I'm sorry.
That's
he
it.
put me
I'm
on that
bringing
little
out
there, elite
Alexis
small
Fincher.
account. Are you really not
Yeah,
there?
I'm not in it anymore.
Members. Well, maybe you're not a small account anymore.
Oh, have you thought about it like that?
Oh, because I have 7,000. That's still small. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a petite.
Yes, we are, Stevies.
Mary Tiles, Texas is on the list. So, yeah, that's not an elite small account. Mary's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
I got kicked out probably because of my association with Brad.
You
I
know,
get guilt by association.
you
It
know,
could be very possible.
and if we want to think about it in any way, at least they know about me. Do they like me? No, but they know about me. It's like, that's something. I mean, are they having the same conversations about me? I doubt it. But, at least we're having fun, right?
That's right.
Actually,
He probably caught one of our videos, saw that I was on a video, and he's like, "Oh, it's that rando Brad fuck. Delete."
Yeah.
No,
I don't even know what I could have
See,
said.
are we even friends anymore? Let me see. Did he unfollow me?
I never once said anything.
Off the list.
He unfollowed me too.
Oh.
It's all because of
I gotta
Brad.
go. Am I blocked yet?
I'm not blocked, but I am unfollowed.
Oh,
Who are we talking about?
Alex Finn.
Fuck that.
I was in his elite small creators or whatever. Yeah. Yep. Gone. Okay. Well,
I'll block.
I
that
didn't like
stupid
him anyway, so
motherfucker.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, did you say that out loud somewhere?
Did I say what out loud?
that you don't like him?
Fuck yeah, I did.
On an Alex Finn rant at some point.
No, not well, maybe in one of our What the Clucks, maybe.
See, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe. And if you did, like,
I think I was bitching about the chat buddy or
Mm.
whatever thing
create
that I know that I've expressed my disdain for
yeah, you know
that
what?
because I
Um,
think that's cheating.
yeah,
ShamWow
ShamWow
guy.
guy.
He is the ShamWow guy.
but he is half
But
entertainment.
wait, there's more.
And I think that, you know, I've worked with people like him. And so, like, I was always the number one salesperson. He was always the number two everywhere I ever worked. A guy like him.
Mm.
And so, like, I go about things very differently than like almost anybody. I do this honesty thing. It shocks people to their fucking core, and then they will buy anything I tell them to buy. But then I'm also picky about what I sell. So, you know. But yeah, there was always that guy that was just like, he's that guy and he's entertaining, and divisiveness sells. I've never been able to sit through one of his spaces until this last one, but it was because the stuff he was saying like made sense. That and that Robert Scoble, who he unfollowed me, and then I was kind of petty about it and shared it. And I don't think he's blocked me, but you know, he did say he was sorry, because I was like, dude, every time you unfollow or mute a small account, you're hurting him. And like, why did you even follow me in the first place? Like, he had me on some lists. I guess I was interesting, and then I was a newsmaker, and then I was unfollowed. Like, don't follow me. You don't follow me.
It's not on my list, Fauna.
Hmm.
It's
Yes,
not on
Fauna.
my list at all. No, she says she screenshotted and I'm still in there, but I don't see it.
You know, that's true. There's some that Green Man, there are lists that Green Man's on, and I can see him, but he cannot see the list on his list. That's a glitch that maybe we should see if you are on that list and then report it, because if you are, because seriously, Green Man was on a list, and I was like, no, you're on the list, dude, right here, and he couldn't see it. On the list you're on, which is scary because those lists are weaponized. I need to see every list on that's public, right?
Man, I
Who
have been tossed
I'm-
into some of those, and boy, have they fucked my account up for weeks.
Yeah, I don't even
Ooh.
this now. Now what I think they do is they share your stuff to a bot account that, like, they have a bunch of bots following it, but you're like one of the only ones they're sharing. And there's a lot of these bots that are just sharing small creators, and I think that's how they're now weaponizing.
That makes sense.
Go follow.
Do
Well, I
that.
went
Link it to a Discord.
to log in one day into the show and had to do the move the fucktards to the chairs and all that, which is stupid as fuck. And then it said that I was what was it? I was in trouble or something because I was a bot activity or something, and I went and looked and found myself on some crazy Chinese list. Nothing was in English.
Oh, and so I'm going to guess that a lot of the people I know are on this list. Let's look. 120 members. I was just added today. Nope, don't know them, don't know them, don't know them. Okay, maybe I don't know any of these people. So why am I on this list? It's a bot. It's only following 2 people, but it's made this list of like 160, 170 accounts with the letter A. Like, that's some fucked up something, right? And I think American on there. So that's like a hit list.
Uh-oh.
Like, hey, but whatever. Talk about shit.
Honestly, at this point, can I volunteer for the hit?
I mean, it's either that or I got to stroke off a fucking billionaire, because like that's basically where life's got me in that bind. Like, I either need to do what I got to do to get rich, or
I volunteer as tribute. Cash volunteers as tribute. May the odds be ever in your favor, Cash Man.
Just because there was one comment, I want to double back on. Just because we have beliefs or opinions or thoughts, that doesn't mean that you should be you don't need to take that in consideration for how you view people. It doesn't really matter. you know, and I personally have no issues with anybody on a personal level that we've discussed this evening. I'm sure they're all great human beings with great potential in this world. We all get stuck in this fucking weird trap on this goddamn platform where it makes you feel super great and it makes you feel like a fucking terrible loser. And somewhere you fall in between there. And you know, I don't know. It's just if anybody gets too seriously offended by it, just take a step back, calm down. It's just an app. It's just a joke. And just lighten the fuck up. I'm just over here smoking a bunch of weed. Imagine thinking that like I'm serious while it's about to be on my fourth fucking joint in an hour. Like, so on that note though, just wanted to get that out there because I don't really care who you think's cool. You shouldn't care who I think's cool. It doesn't really matter. It's enjoy them. I think they're all great people. I think this fucking asshole over here is one of the best people on this app, and you probably think he's one of the worthless fucking most miserable people you've ever encountered. And that's just life, baby. And that's all right. We all have different strokes, different folks. I'm willing to fucking beat off a billionaire. Some people aren't. And that's okay. Don't put me on Epstein Island though. Like that sounded like some horrible shit. The more I read into that, they weren't just sucking and hand jobbing. They were doing all sorts of shits there. That was bad news.
So we have just a few minutes before a break. I have to show you the funniest video I have ever seen. My best friend, who is also a chicken mama, sent me this. It's from Instagram, but I laughed until I almost peed my pants because this is right up y'all's. This is right up y'all's alley right here, but you need to pay close attention because
Okay, I'm getting it up. I got it on the screen now so I can see.
Y'all.
Oh, I'm gonna screen share.
Well, yeah, but you guys are on the phone. I can't see you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Lord Jesus Christ, what is this? What did he do? What did he put in his Peter Cottontail? You guys, this is what they mean by don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, how's that go, little bunny foo-foo? I don't want to see you lubing up the eggshells and putting them in your tail feather. What? I mean, really trying to go for that baker's dozen. Okay, we're not going to do this again, peeps. Not this year. Peeps are also disgusting, so don't do that. I just want you guys to know this is the one that sent him to the ER. Just this one. Not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is enough. 8 is enough. Okay? If y'all are fixing to do the bunny hop or trying to get, in this case, laid, okay, could y'all use a flared base? And don't even get me started on the price of eggs right now. This is like $800 in groceries. Now, this gives a whole new meaning on how do y'all take your eggs.
Oh, shit,
yeah, I'm thinking he was hoping
eggs?
for over easy, but unfortunately with
Easter
surgery and everything, they had to be poached out and scrambled, like his brain. So y'all stay safe out there this Easter weekend, and just because the Lord has risen doesn't mean anything else needs to. Stay out in the ER.
8 is enough.
Where can I find this, nurse?
On
Oh God, that made me laugh until I cried. 8 is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is enough. 8.
They ain't get scrambled. How did they not get cracked? Nothing.
I'm trying. Never mind. I ain't even finna say that. Never mind.
8
No,
is enough. God, I love
like,
that video. That's hilarious.
Does she practice with those big fucking Mondo dragon dildos or what? Like, how's she fitting 8 up there?
I don't know, but I'm trying to
That
crack
wasn't
that
a
nurse's
she.
eggs.
It was a he.
That
was a he. She said he. They were hard boiled.
What? Okay, so he was practicing with that dragon dildo.
She said that's why I'm telling y'all you need a flared end.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all you need a flared end. They were hard
I've
boiled.
always been under the impression it's one object at a time. You know,
Not a dozen.
Only 8.
And just
Only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is
Man,
enough.
you ain't never heard of them fucking
Brad Gold.
smugglers from Mexico that be stuffing them little packages up their booty hole?
Yeah, those are the ones that kill you.
those
though.
little packages. We emphasize little.
Bruh, that shit ain't little, I'm telling you.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never been a part of this ring. Now, I have done some cocaine that was probably carried into this country up somebody's asshole. If we're gonna be
Definitely
honest.
did some cocaine that was carried in on somebody's asshole.
Melissa says they were hard boiled. It was on Easter, so I wonder if they were colored
painted?
too. They were Easter eggs. We
They
got a
definitely
green
were
one.
decorated.
Okay, here comes the purple one.
But we know for sure is none of them were black eggs. That was too much. I shouldn't have done that one. But we did it anyway.
From my duck. My duck that lays black eggs. Yeah, that's.
Wait,
that's
you have a
what it
duck
was.
that lays black eggs?
Yeah, she showed
Yes,
us
I
those.
shared them. You were
Yeah,
too
remember?
high to remember, I guess.
Sounds
Yes.
about right.
I showed you the picture, remember?
And then she had those goose eggs, I think.
Don't you remember? Hold on. I've got it.
The goose eggs were the big fucking ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
things were crazy. I want a goose egg.
oh,
Probably just had-
rooster.
For what?
So you can piss all my neighbors off. I be up at 4:30 in the morning, so fuck them. Everybody else getting up.
Fuck them. That's a good baseline. Start your day. Get that energy flowing. But I don't want to bring this up, but I'm going to. The eggs up that male's rectum. When I was in Iraq, there was these guys. They watched all sorts of porn videos, and I don't know how I got stuck in this room watching this fucking one guy, one jar video, and man,
So is this similar to Two Girls, One Cup?
it's worse. Have you ever seen One Guy, One Jar?
No, I'm good.
So we already know what we're talking about. Like there's a jar, there's a guy, he's fixed up his asshole, and it breaks, and there's just like blood everywhere, and he's just like, it's rough. And obviously that's where my mind went as soon as I saw the Easter eggs hidden up
The
there.
Easter egg. We're going to just go ahead and call them the Easter eggs, aren't we?
Now, I'm imagining the eggshells aren't going to be as bad as glass in your ass, but
I don't know. Eggshells are really sharp.
that's what
They are very sharp.
especially if they're hard boiled. Like these are going to be, if one of those cracks, like that's, like how did he get to the ER? Did
I'm
he
not
sit
sure
down?
if there's a market for butt eggs, Stevesy.
That's why she said not to put all your eggs in one
You
basket.
imagine driving to the ER and like every bump you hit, you got 8 eggs in your fucking asshole. Fucking whoa.
I'm sure it just feels
It's on
like
a
you got to
pillow.
take a massive shit.
You don't want your eggs scrambled.
How did they get him out of there?
He had to have surgery. Didn't you hear her say it?
What type of surgery do you do to get eggs out your asshole?
They open up your belly and take your shit out.
That's the opposite side, bro. Like,
Well, how else? They can't cut your ass
They're
crack.
gonna take your fucking intestines out and
Yeah, they set them
get
on
in there
the
and
tray.
cut your shit out.
you're telling me they just don't split your ass in half and fucking go
No.
right?
Nah, I think they should have made him shit him out.
I figured they'd have an industrial fucking suction device by now because people be shoving shit up their ass left and right. Like you can't
Uh-oh,
just.
where'd Cash go?
I don't know. He got tired of this conversation apparently. I think we're going to
Are you saying something, Brad?
horrible stuff. Horrible.
I know. I was like, well, I think that the glass is worse. The eggs already come out of places way softer than butts, right? Like, so, but the chicken already, yeah. Anyways, okay.
I don't know. It's the amount of eggs truly for me that did it. I don't know if I've just only thought about having gay sex for like, $1 million. And the thought of 8 eggs in my ass is too much.
Just make sure to have it flared and okay. Yeah.
Get a nice speculum, break it out a little bit. I think they call the what do they call those?
Dude.
I ain't getting
You
into
look
it.
up. Hang on, I got to remember what it's called. Give me a minute. I might have to. Google to find this. You got to know what I'm talking about, though. They stretch out the head of your penis. It's horrible.
The head.
Why would you want the head of your penis stretched out?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's for sexual fetishes. Yeah, can't remember the name of it. Damn it! It's been a few years. That was in.
Nah, I'm fucking cool.
So before we go to break, I don't know if this is the same thing, but probably loosely. When I was like 16, there was a girl who was fascinated with trying to stick like her finger hole or her finger hole. What the fuck? Her finger in pee holes. And, as time went on, everybody was kind of dating her. And eventually she became, my girlfriend through the grapevine. I already knew this information, but I didn't think this was true.
So
Let me
you
tell
had
you
to
right
test
now.
it out for yourself?
Let me tell you right now. She did not get that far there, but the attempt was there. And
Crimson
no,
Ghost, we can
no.
leave it to you for all the information we
Sounding
need in
rods.
regard to this.
This was not a person with expertise. This was just a curious teenage girl who was just very, very, very loose and very curious. And, here I am thinking I'm just going to get a quick hand job at 16. And here she is like, I'm a fucking finger your pee hole. That was the first time I ever honestly thought about punching a bitch in the fucking nose.
I hope
And
she didn't have fingernails.
she did. And that was the fucking problem. So
Ouch.
Brad,
Ouch.
did she finger your pee hole?
I mean, on a technicality, I guess. But did I let it persist? Did I let it continue? You know what I mean? Did the finger and that was the moment. I almost punched a bitch, but
it hurt. Yeah.
we were done. And it was just an immediate, nope, we're done. I'm done with you. I don't ever want anything to do.
So real shit. If she would have spit on it first, would you have let her continue?
I mean, look, if she would have been halfway through a blowjob, we might be fucking married. So
Fair enough.
Ruin that relationship.
All right, guys, I'm not coming back for hour 2. Corey, get us out of here.
All right, yeah, let's go to break.
We'll be back in a few minutes after this quick pee break.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot knives that alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With THC, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot knives got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff, pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make. For the pride.
Alrighty, so welcome back, everybody. Um, we're going to be starting the second hour. I still have this dang zit on my forehead. I thought I got rid of that. It's a scab now. Nevertheless, Cashman, he's dropping out for the second hour. He's in the work life doing 12-hour shifts. God bless him. Can't do that shit myself. Let's start bringing everybody else up here. Investigator, if you don't mind. Um, I'll take a quick moment. Um, the sponsors, they probably do not condone 70-85% of what I said in the first hour. Nevertheless, this show is brought to you by the good folks at High Nine. Make sure you're spending all your monetization money you earned on the good folks at High Nine. Oh man. Check them out. They got the good flavors. 10% THC in their stuff should be available just about any liquor store now. The DOS filters, for all your smoking paper accessories. For all your glass accessories, though, you're heading over to Glass Station, and he already showed the Grower Coalition. He's probably going to bring that one back up. But for the things in between, if you have the glass, if you have the papers, but you need the weed, that's where Grower Coalition comes in. You hit them up, they'll send you the weed. You tell them Higher Value sent you, you'll get that primo discount over there. They'll hook you up. And last but not least,
My
I probably
personal
missed somebody,
favorite.
but Herder Edibles, make sure you're hitting them up for any of your edibles, all your favorite treats. And remember, all the purchases, they help them fund their cancer support project, where they're continuing to support cancer patients by, anybody, not anybody, excuse me, they have a couple clients that are, receiving edibles for life from them. So the more that we're buying from them, the more they're able to support cancer patients. So make sure you're checking them out. That every time I have that stuff, that is so good. I have that rub still. That's about all I have left. But that rub, fantastic. We got to get them on, Tony, so you can get at least a little bit of a care package, because I got to get
That's
some more of
right.
that jerky.
Yeah, that's the one I want. That I can't wait to try that.
That jerky was a mistake
And
on
the
my end.
honey.
Yeah, that honey. My wife started making homemade bread, and that honey. Oh, that's the
Yum.
best stuff right there. But alrighty, so yeah, let's get into hour two. Normally it gets worse in hour two, but I doubt it. Hour one was rough. We were horrible. We were rude. We were mean. And
We can't hear you,
oh,
Laura.
you're muted, Aura.
That's probably for the better. We should have done that the first hour. I was going to say, no, I don't think I was rude or mean or horrible to anybody, Brad. I think that was all you.
Yeah, it's all him.
That's true.
But seriously, like if this is what I got reviewed on, like say tomorrow the little ex-employee comes, the little guy who's been there less than a year, right? Because it's some shit job they give somebody to review all these, and he's there listening to you just chew into everybody and be like, oh fuck, now what do I do? And then he's gonna go say something, and then I don't know, is he gonna get fired or is he gonna get promoted? Like what's gonna happen?
I mean, like, do they bump this up and they go, "Oh my God, this is the best podcast on X," and like I start getting paid for the hours that I've actually put into this show? That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yes,
I doubt it,
100%. Absolutely.
but that's okay.
So, do you
I've
want to talk
always
about anything serious, Brad?
I wouldn't mind. I mean,
Can I show you what you remember our scientist that was testing the stuff they got from the chemtrails?
yes,
And he was incubating the little critters. Well, they have turned into critters. Hold on. Here's a picture. He's going to post a video of them moving on his little microscope, but this is what they incubated them at 98.5 degrees in saline, and they are turning into critters.
Okay, can you keep that up for a minute? Because it's not on my monitor yet, and I swear to God, I can't see anything.
Okay.
So this
Wow.
skeleton thing is something that's been grown out of what?
They collected the fallout from chemtrails, and they've been doing the what is it called? Where they put them in at 98.5 at human body temperature in saline solution. And this is what's growing out of what they've been collecting.
What does the community note say?
Oh,
I want to talk about how happy I am that Desert Raven Eagle, whoever the fuck, got their account closed.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't read it. So
It just says that microorganisms are in the atmosphere, but this guy, he's a scientist. He's been, well, let's see. No, I have it bookmarked.
I'm sorry. Boring. I always want to know who said what.
They were diploid masses. So I mean, he's been bringing all the sauce every time he does one of his uh experiments on this stuff. He's keeping. I mean, he's
Health
fun to
Ranger?
follow.
Is that who he is? Health Ranger?
Health Ranger, yes.
Health Ranger. Okay.
Let me see which one of who was it? The community dazzling cactus warbler. So it's not one I've been.
Yeah,
honestly, that community notes was pretty mid. If we're gonna say that was a community note, that was pretty mid. Like you didn't really fix anything.
Yeah, it's proposed.
Most of them are. Yeah. It's a clusterfuck. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Community notes is a clusterfuck.
I like that Ozempic meme.
But just to kind of recap, so the chemtrails, aside from these microorganisms that are turning into organisms, there was also like radiation and
oh yeah, I've got that one bookmarked to tell you what else they found.
What was it like? There was some types of metals.
Hold on, there was one super scary one. Let me find it.
This was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago that I don't fucking remember. Jesus. You think that's the bird flu stuff? Probably different.
Boy, I bookmarked a lot of stuff since then. Or it's gone.
You know, if it wasn't that, I'm still blaming everything on the planetary alignments that happened like 2 months ago, when that stuff went into shift and the planets aligned, and then everything got all fucking chaotic.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
That's my theory.
Barium 137, cesium 137, which decays, half-life 30 years, the beta decay through interim step, blah blah blah. It's detected in the chemtrail fallout sample, and they're seeing it at alarmingly high levels. Cadmium also found in the same sample, barium, and this was all found falling out of the sky in Florida. Also aluminum, copper, and nickel, mercury, and lead.
Yeah, the aluminum's going to be there for sure. And that's what I was going to say with the I don't think anything's come out. I'm trying to check now if anything definitive has come out where they've actually acknowledged that it's from the cloud seeding in California. But I think that's where a lot of the rumors, if you will, are pointing to. But it's not really a rumor that cloud seeding exists at this point. There's been massive legislation in America to put it in certain states. It's not every state. I don't think. There's some states that have tried to block it, like Florida. They're doing a bill to block it. But like in Dubai, they've been cloud seeding for years. But when they do this stuff, they use like a silver dioxide. They use aluminum. They use a couple different types of materials for what they're really trying to do. And for me, it doesn't surprise me that we're having these colorful environmental phenomena, if you will. I don't think it's anything to be too concerned of. But then again, I would hope that they again continue to be transparent about what they're doing with the weather modification, because they say that they don't use it as weapons against other countries. I
And
think
say
that's bullshit.
guys, you're gonna know. Isn't that what the? I'm sorry, I hate to bring it back to X, but that's the shit. Like, why should we have secrets about shit like that that affect everybody? And it brings me back to that what they're doing here at X. Like,
Hmm.
they maybe this is all just psychological warfare to train the smart people to fucking kiss the ground and give it. I like seriously, like we're gonna go with tinfoil hat shit. Like, people have suggested that maybe they're torturing us for Grok to learn how people act under duress, and I'm like, what?
I love that one.
Like, really? Can't disprove it. You guys are laughing, but it's like, well, fuck. I can't say you're not right. I mean, I hope you're not. I really don't want to believe that, but I can't prove it.
See, and this goes
Okay.
back to my theory, where we have all these kids who went missing from Mexico. Um,
So
all
many
these
kids.
Mexican kids, we don't know where they're at, and T Prince looked at me like I was crazy when I was like, maybe Elon Musk, he's over there. He's in the White House now. He knows where these Mexican kids are because Biden was hiding them. Now Trump's hiding them. And now Elon's got chips in every single one of their heads. And he's studying every single one of those little Mexican babies and trying to figure out how they function, because they're not American kids. Nobody really cares, right? Fuck them. And
I don't believe that.
it's
I
a horrible
do not
conspiracy theory,
believe
but
that.
until we find these Mexican kids, that's best
I
case scenario.
a bunch of them, like within the first couple of days. Didn't they find a bunch of them in the first couple of days?
Hmm.
Yes, they were keeping a tally of how many.
Like, they have these people that live in the Midwest, like that own, like, big property. And like, there were some people that were showing this big ditch next to their property with fucking kids' backpacks and shit in. Those kids are fucking dead. Like, they had their way, did their things, and they fucking off them. Do you know how many American
Sadly.
kids are disappearing and nobody's saying shit? Like,
Hmm.
this is just I'm not going to say it's just a distraction. Okay, it was horrible human trafficking of children that was allowed to happen under the Biden administration. And they knew, like, the guys at the border patrol knew and couldn't do anything, right? But it's also happening in our streets, and the police aren't doing shit. Like,
Right.
and the schools don't even notify you. The schools before COVID, dude, a husband and a wife would get into a fight 2 blocks away and the cops would be called and they'd have a lockdown. Dude, 2 little girls disappeared from the junior high that my granddaughter goes to within 2 week period. We didn't get notification. They didn't warn parents to have their kids walk home with the buddy system. There was nothing in the paper. They found one little
Just
girl.
don't get in the creepy van.
Oh no, they found one little girl a couple blocks away being held in a homeless guy's car, but it took a couple of weeks. It's like the cops, like, that was like a couple blocks away. The other little girl's never been found, and there is like
Oh God.
but they've never acknowledged it. Never said shit from the school, and they were after school, left school, disappeared. I wouldn't have known if my kids hadn't mentioned it.
That's crazy.
So
Right?
here, Brad, on January 25th, breaking, the Trump administration has reportedly found 75 to 80,000 of the 340K missing migrant children already.
That's
That
not bad.
was on day 4.
Is that
So
like a quarter of them?
what does Grok say? I want to ask Grok what the hell since. I was asking about Dr. Ruby. She looks like she's got a pretty good resume.
While Tony's looking that up, I want a high horse again on the police department.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, they got to stop pulling people over for no seatbelt, for going 3 miles an hour over. They pulled me over the other day for having a light on inside my truck, basically just, in my opinion, for a reason to search me. And I don't have a problem with profiling people, but like, you also have to do your job when it comes to these major crimes, like, drug rings that are happening where people are cooking meth and you're just not arresting them because, you don't want to get involved with it, or like these
You're not
child trafficking issues. But like, all they want to focus on is just petty fucking infractions on the street. And that's
So,
bullshit.
so this happened at work today. One of my coworkers' wives is Puerto Rican. She doesn't speak English. He's bilingual. Um, she is here legally. She has a green card. She got pulled over for driving too slow in the passing lane and was given a ticket, but he would not let her leave in her car. And she called her husband, and he's speaking Spanish to her, trying to figure out what's going on, and she's panicking because she gave him her green card, she gave him everything, but he wouldn't let her leave in her car. So he had to get someone to go pick her up. And the thing that really struck me is, why did that I use Google Translate to communicate with people at my work all the time. Why did he not explain to her in Google Translate what was going on, and so she could understand it? It didn't. I mean, she's here legally.
What state are they in?
Alabama.
Okay. That's I'm
So
not gonna make a police officer in Alabama learn Spanish, but like if you would have said Florida, I'd have been like, nah, that motherfucker, he gotta learn Spanish if you're gonna be a police officer. Like, what the fuck are you even doing?
We
Alabama,
have a very large Hispanic population here.
I mean, they should at least know like what high school fucking Spanish
Your
one
Sesame
level.
s- your Sesame Street
Yeah,
Spanish.
you know, ask where the fucking bathroom is. See al baño, senor. You should be able to do that, but like, I ain't gonna put too much pressure on Alabama's public education system. No, no offense, no offense.
the reason why, Brad, Steve put it out, it's about money. That meth head ain't gonna pay him shit. That's gonna
Right.
cost this. You're gonna pay. And they know that. And I think that's the same everywhere. Like our governor, they fucking just put the biggest tax increase here in Washington, like
Oh no.
any state. Like they've got us taxed left, right, up and down, at the same time putting in rent control. So like they've made it to where they don't have a limit on property taxes anymore, or not the same, but they're gonna put rent control. Anyways, they did something like 100 million of it supposedly is for cops, but they're not going to release that money until the cities increase the sales tax rates. We're already at like 11% sales tax, where they hate us so bad, they just want us to move somewhere else.
Honestly, I think that's. I don't want to say that's everywhere, but it's
We
happening.
have
Just
water. They don't. The rich want this area because we have water.
that makes sense. You have a nice clean area, and they want to kick you out of it. That checks out. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Melissa's right. Cash Patel posted 9 hours ago that the FBI and our partners have arrested 2 individuals on charges of operating an international child exploitation enterprise. This is a significant case in our renewed mission to crack down on child sexual exploitation and abuse, heinous crimes that no child or parent should ever be faced with. We believe these 2 individuals are leaders within a violent online network known as 764, which often targets minors. They will now face justice. Thank you for all who assisted. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
Where's the
I,
Epstein papers?
thank God you said it.
Yeah,
I
right.
appreciate what they do. I appreciate
Give
this.
me
I'm
the
glad this is
damn
off the streets.
files.
But like, come on now. Where's
I want
those
to see
Epstein files?
arrests. I want to
Like,
see hangings
So
on the.
I'm always trying to make the happy ending, right? I'm really hoping Guthrie is in witness protection, getting some plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah, we do need to talk about that.
Uh,
But we talked about it week before last, and that image, she looked dead then. I have
ooh.
it bookmarked. I can show you the one I'm referring
Yeah,
to.
well, the thing I found weird was she was in street clothing with all of those monitors. Like,
Well, and
yeah.
they're not connected, and here you go.
they're going to cut it all off. You're going to be in a hospital gown. Like,
Look at those eyes.
no, let me look. Uh, yeah, you know, I'm not putting the big monitor.
There is no life in those eyes.
Nah.
Now, there's some say that that's a whole bunch of makeup.
Could be.
I mean, there's no like open wounds. If you got hit by a bus, you would have at least a road rash. That
If
it all looks either A, staged, or B, she was already dead.
Yeah, because if that's all makeup, I have more questions. Way more questions. Just why are they faking this in the first place?
Well, Laura thinks she's been put into with
Well,
sack.
I hope. I didn't say I think. I said I hope. I'm dreaming,
Yes.
praying that that's where she's at.
Honestly, that would check out.
I would like that.
Do
Well,
that
and
post, send
But
her off.
but let's face it, Australia is not uh, great on taking care of its people. I mean, Australia was the
No.
one that had the COVID camps, and they
I
were locking people up. So
know. I'm aware.
I don't
Very
know. I hope
and
she is.
spiders there. Oh my God, the spiders. Fucking why would anybody be there?
She was Prince Andy's favorite. I wrote a whole article on
I
Randy Andy.
Oof.
I think that's the one that got me ixnayed on the engagement aid. Ixnay on the engagement aid.
engagement, eh?
I'm
Well, at least
rusty on my pig Latin. It was either Prince Andrew or Richard
Brit-
Branson.
Mm,
not Brittany.
No, Brittany didn't. I had a lot of support on Brittany. Brittany has a huge fan base that people like. And I was very honest. I was on Brittany's side. I mean, they used her. She was a slave. She was literally forced to perform. Her schedule was grueling. It was, I mean, what they put her through for, I mean, it was her dad, it was her manager.
She has
She
nerve.
was a slave.
She has nerve damage down one side of her body because they were like forcing her to sit and stay and not move.
Well, and she had that accident, and they made, she got zero downtime. They made her keep working. I Ixpe Igpe Antonale. What she said. Thank
Uh,
you, Melissa.
she, yeah.
I speak pig Latin.
I'm glad somebody does. I can barely speak English, so
That was excellent. But yes, Brittany was that's a very sad story, and I hate that no one was ever made to pay for what they did to that
dude,
poor
there's
girl. And the videos on Instagram now are just so heartbreaking. She is so broken. They destroyed her.
yeah. Well, and there should be judges sitting under the prison for that shit, right? Like,
Yeah, because they let it happen. They let
but-
they
and
allowed them to keep her as a slave, a work slave, and she
well,
was
it is
forced to.
though. It isn't just her. This is a whole thing in the entertainment industry with these vampires. Like, who was the other little gal? Lindsay Lohan. They were trying to do it to her. Guardianship. Same lawyer was trying to get Lindsay back in the day.
Yeah, and I don't even get me started on what's his name, the Diddy boy. What's his
mm,
name?
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber.
Yeah,
Isn't
God
that
bless him.
with Brittany when they had the miscarriage or the abortion or the
Yeah, I went over
Oh
that
man.
in one of my articles, the whole
shit?
thing about her. And
Yeah,
I actually read that book, and it was so disturbing. Like what they did to that poor girl is a crime.
yeah, many crimes, many different crimes that they got away with. And
If anybody wants to read the article, you can find it, both of them in my highlights. I actually experimented trying to get more traction. One of them is a thread, which is dumb. I may actually redo that as a real article because I can't stand to try and read threads. It's annoying
So
as
annoying.
fuck. It
you know,
really is.
they, all the scammers, that's what they're doing now, by the way. I noticed it on my alt, and now I see it in my main. They're now doing threads of coffee pasta. So soup theme, not even good ones, or fat people at Walmart, or exercises to improve your stretch out your butt if you're going pay for pay. Like
If you want to put a half dozen eggs up your ass.
That's
But
useful information.
there's like stolen stuff, and now they're stacking the stolen stuff together in groups like clumps of 6, and I'm like, dude, if your impressions don't go down on one of those, I'm gonna know that you're like grifting, because like okay, I just sent you Maida's art, Maida's long
Oh,
form.
thank you.
Yeah, because
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I DM'd it because I really want you to read it. I found it really interesting. I loved Maida from the moment I met her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And you like so much respect for her from walking away before it got really ugly for her in her personal life here with the platform. Like, she didn't abandon her family to try to get rich, like some of us might have. That 5 million marathon, dude, that was such a bitch.
Golly, I felt so dirty after that.
Yeah.
Because I had Dom on alerts, and I would be one of the first people to comment on his post, and oh god, it was so bad. I felt so cheap. Like I was a whore. I was like an impressions whore.
How long
I'm gonna say it. I don't even follow him anymore. That's how bad he was. Oh god, it was awful.
Dude, that motherfucker trolled community notes and won. That was fucking badass. I just gotta say. That
Really?
was
I guess I missed it because I unfollowed, because some of
oh
his stuff, when he was going in the tunnels in New York, I had flashbacks of Geraldo opening Capone's vault. Like seriously. That was what I had flashbacks of, was
what happened to Fort Knox? Have we audited that bitch yet?
I wrote a whole article about that. I think Elon should live stream it.
What? They're live streaming it?
No, I think Elon should live stream going in there to Fort Knox so they can see that one brick. That's why they haven't done it yet, because all the people at Fort Knox are spray painting actual bricks right now and stacking them up in there to make it look like there's still gold in Fort Knox. They haven't finished spray painting the bricks yet.
Honestly, if they did that, they did a live stream and they went to Fort Knox and they proved there was no gold, and Elon said, and that's why the monetization program failed. That would be like the top tier primo troll. I don't know what I would do. I might keep my subscription going and just be like, fuck it. We'll just
Here's what.
Dude, I might just renew for the annual if I can afford it. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there are people writing down there. Somebody's supposed to be reading it. What that say about things? Stevie. I don't know, Stevie. Yeah, that pig lamp. Okay, I don't know how much interesting. I'm sure there's interesting stuff that's been down here. Cloud seeding in Vietnam. Yep. Blue rain in California. What the fuck? Anybody know about that?
Community notes said, I looked that up, Melissa, and it got community noted and said it was there's no known correlation between. No, wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find the right. Oh, here it is. The original video was a prank on a couple's 11-year-old son, later revealed by them. The blue balls are Orbeez, a gel toy made of sodium polycarlate that expands when introduced to water. They did not fall from the sky.
damn,
and they
we all
have
got fucked.
their references are TikTok, and YouTube. So take it with a grain of salt.
So real high quality stuff then, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have time to debunk it. I just like the humor, any conspiracy theory. I don't want to debunk it. I just want to learn about the conspiracy theory and then just live with that information as I please.
Look what she said.
Smurf pee.
Okay,
I
so
like it.
I hate them Smurfs. I hate them.
I asked Grok, and so Melissa, was it a bucket that could have been Orbeez? Because Grok says recent post from X from late April 25 report sightings of blue rain in California's Central Valley on or around April 26th and the 27th. Residents shared videos and accounts of rainwater appearing blue or leaving blue stains in buckets, sparking speculation about causes like cloud seeding with silver iodide or environmental contamination. One user suggested methylene blue. So
Well, that's good for you.
another noted frequent cloud seeding in the Fresno area, but reported no blue rain. And then, now we don't know verified data, but so.
Well, here's the video,
Sulfur dioxide's a
that one
possibility.
that you're referring to that shows the blue
Thing, and
rain.
it's not the thing. You know what I mean?
Hold
Go
on.
deeper,
I just had
Grok.
it.
Go deeper.
I love Grok right now, and I hate
so
I'm
Wall
gonna
Street
lose him.
Apes. MJ Truth
He
Ultra.
gets community noted all the time. I've been actually tracking the ones that
Debbie,
are.
you guys, you still there?
No, can you hear me? I've been tracking some of the community noters that are targeting Wall Street Ape. Can you hear me?
Is there like a list of them? Or are you making a list of them?
I'm making a list. It's targeted harassment of Wall Street Ape. Like everything he posts, for a while there, it was
No.
insane how they targeted him.
Was it all just trash?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Aura.
Now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Now we can hear you. There we go. Weird.
That was weird. And my phone keeps almost dying. I don't know why. It's been plugged in all day, but fucking iPhones. They probably want me to buy a new one.
I just got a new update 2 days ago, I think, on my iPhone. And ever since, I swear to God, I have a lot of background apps running. I'm horrible. But my phone used to last like a good 12, 16 hours. And now it's down to like 8. I swear. It's just, it literally, I don't know. Interesting you brought that up. But I'm putting mine on the charger at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, giving it a refresher. And I'm not even on X that much anymore. So like, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck's my battery juice going.
Jeez.
So you guys are going to be so happy to hear. I got a new phone.
Congratulations.
I finally got rid of the button. And when I took my new phone in, she asked if I had a trade-in, what was my current phone, and I told her that it was a 7. She laughed out loud, and then she said, "Let me check it." And she said, "We will give you $1.50 on your trade-in." And I was like, "Wait, what? This is a mint condition vintage phone."
This is a piece of history. How dare you insult me? This is an antique, an artifact.
I didn't want to give up my button. Oh my God, it was very traumatic.
Melissa says her iPad's doing the same thing.
I don't know if the software is just, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, and Melissa, I looked up the actual video with the blue in the buckets, and the community note on that one says there's no known correlation between standard cloud seeding practices and blue-colored rainfall. Some pesticides or fungicides contain copper sulfate, which turns water blue. It is commonly used in California's Central Valley, where crop protection is critical. My question is, how did it get in the rain? If it's copper sulfate that they're putting on the crops, how did it get in the sky, go through the whole process, and fall back down into the fucking buckets? That's my question.
Maybe
This
it was
community noter is a twat.
What if it was an honest mix-up and they sent the wrong plane over the wrong area, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna go over this area," and then they got them backwards or something, or I
Does
don't know.
copper sulfate evaporate into the air? How does copper what she said?
I didn't say it.
Copper.
How does copper evaporate?
I don't think so. But you know, a lot of pharmaceuticals do. We have so much Prozac and the goddamn salmon. It's ridiculous.
If it starts raining pennies, then we're all screwed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it appears it does not evaporate, so that's got to be dumped.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
That's exciting. I mean, maybe they just like
Yeah, that's just what we need, Melissa. Another tinfoil hat.
maybe they just had extra because like
No,
what we do in Wisconsin, we have a lot of salt, and
What
we
hap-
just dump it.
what happened to the tinfoil hats, Tony?
I've got babies right now. I'm sorry. I'm not creating right now.
Fine.
I've got babies coming out of my ears.
I want a tinfoil hat for my birthday.
I still look. I bookmarked it. Hold on. I have the picture. I just saw it.
So
These are the hats. These are we can't just have regular tinfoil hats. You know, we have to be
we have to
our
be cool because we're
tinfoil hats have to be here they are, right here. My tinfoil hat.
January 28th. Can you have them made by then? That gives you plenty of time.
That's a couple months.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would help.
Right?
No blue
Everything-
rain could hit you if you had that tinfoil hat on.
The blue rain, like I'm worried about that, but like everything I keep learning about these the what is it? I don't want to sound rough, but like if you've heard about this autistic program where they're learning the telepathy and stuff, or they're learning about their telepathy with these autistic children, I'm mind blown about this whole situation because like
we talked
with
about
the
this.
genetic development that they're doing, they can potentially modify anybody's genome sequence. They've said it before, and I was watching that Joe Rogan where they were doing the woolly mammoth and the woolly mouse and all that stuff, and they were saying that they can modify genomes of people who are already currently existing, which to me that says if they can figure out how to get telepathy and then they can modify the genes after people are already born, man, now we're in a fucking whole Pandora's box situation because like I think they already opened this sumbitch and they're fucking reprogramming motherfuckers to read people's minds and all this stuff. That's how deep I am in this conspiracy theory. CIA's coming after all of us.
Never have to worry about sounding crazy to you. You have definitely brought the bar down. I'm now comfortable sharing any fucking conspiracy theory with you that I have, but maybe not. You know.
Well, it can't be a conspiracy if the CIA, DARPA, if they're dumping millions of dollars into these programs, it can't be a conspiracy. At some point, we have to review the evidence and be like, well, maybe these research programs are real. And why do they keep funding something if it's non-existent?
What was it called? The one with the Melissa help me. The one with the kids when they were testing we talked about it. Oh gosh. The same day we talked about the pyramids.
Oh,
Gifted program. Oh, Indigo Kid.
The hearing thing.
The gold. There was a project in Project Gold something, and the kids they were testing their ESP. It wasn't Indigo Kids. It was fuck. I put it on my list for it was going to be one of my articles. It was fuck. Let me see if I can find it.
Some sort of hearing or acoustic test, but I don't know if I'm right on that.
We talked about it. Oh, come on. Go.
I can't. I have no idea.
No, my computer is not cooperating. It's froze up on this side. Here we go. Nope. It's not going to load. God damn it.
Brad, what do you have planted? Are you planting? You should be in planting season right now, right?
I absolutely am. We have a lot of regrowth that's happening right now at the property. I was just there today, checking things out. We're going to start a little sunflower patch, just to kind of get things started this year. Going to add that to our little pond area, and I hate to say it, I started this year off cutting down trees, but I had to cut down these trees. There's a lot of overgrowth. It was bad, and there was a lot of plastic and garbage in the ground. We found that, and that was fun. Horrible time picking all that up, but we got it out of there, and we're going to convert this little area into a hummingbird feeding station. Very excited for this project, because when trying to bring in the butterflies, what I've learned is you can't just bring in butterflies. There's no way to only attract butterflies. You have to attract pollinators, and one way to attract more pollinators is through hummingbirds or other various, vocalized animals that will communicate to other pollinators and be like, hey, this is a nice, friendly area. You're going to be able to come over here, not have any, threats and all that stuff. And apparently it's this whole thing I have to learn, and it's a big pain in the ass. But I need the hummingbirds there so that other pollinators will come in there and be like, oh, this is a cool place to be. So I'm hoping the hummingbirds bring in the butterflies.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's honestly not that exciting. But the
Well, no, because like our yard, like, dude, I hate grass. I mean, grass for lawns, and I've always felt like it was just such a horrific waste of land, and that everybody should have fucking garden in their front, or at least some moss. At least that's nice and soft. You don't have to cut it. It's comfortable. But all this grass, all the chemicals, all the damn wasted energy mowing the fucking grass, and like lawns are just insane to me. So we have this a huge side yard, and my husband was a landscaper for like the super wealthy. And I was terrified, but I went and asked him, like, honey, like, I just want to let it go. I want to let it go until the city finds us or gives us a tax. And as we've done that, we have all these dragonflies and butterflies and hummingbirds, a shitload of dandelions. I need to learn how to cook them and eat them. And the only thing I do is I'll go cut anything thorny out, so the baby doesn't get stuck with stickers. But and stuff that might kill people. Oh my God, I've found at least 3 toxic plants here. It kind of scares me. This used to be a nursing home. But,
just growing right there on the property.
No, I've really enjoyed it, and there's like a lot of diversity that's happening here, and bugs and stuff. Which I live in Tacoma, and when I was in school, so this would have been like maybe 2019. I went, and I was supposed to go to the local nature preserve and look for all the micro life, right? Like bugs, worms under rocks, that type of shit, and document. An hour and a half, I was going through lifting logs and rocks. Dude, there was nothing. Nothing. It was terrifying. And so I talked to my professor the next day. I was like, dude, there was nothing. And he gave me a link to a support group for scientists that are like all fucking suicidal because they know this shit. Like everything's being killed off. I was just like, wow, that's cheerful. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, just oh man.
So it's nice to have all this wildlife. That was so sorry to be boring.
No, but we do need to keep encouraging that stuff. I try to get on that high horse every now and then too when it comes to pesticides and any unnecessary use of any of that. There's plenty of ways to mitigate that, or natural remedies, or just planting appropriately, because there's a lot of plants that will ward off certain things or nuisances that you don't want. For grass, though, one of the things I've been telling a lot of people, I don't know if it's going to work in your area. I have no idea about the Washington or Oregon's, and I don't know what your guys' grass situation's like. But clovers are a great thing for yards, because clovers only get so tall. You're going to have to mow them, but not as often, not as frequently. They give all the ground cover. They're great for pollinators. You don't really have to do anything with them. You mow it probably about 2 to 3 times less than you will your normal grass, and you'll actually be helping the bees. You'll be helping all sorts of, wonderful stuff, and you won't have to worry about an ugly fucking yard. So that's what I recommend. You did? All right.
I found it. It is Project Sunstreak, and then that was the parent project, and the other one was Stargate. That was the kids. They were supposed to have extra sensory perception stuff, and that was the project where someone told them where the Ark of the Covenant was, but it was
Ah, yeah.
Project Stargate was the one the CIA shut down, and the parent program for Stargate was Sunstreak. Oh, I remember, I found it. Ah!
Thank goodness. All right, so pull
I
these
knew
things
it was
up.
Sun something. See, I don't know how I don't know how Melissa didn't know it was freaking Stargate because she loves Richard Dean Anderson. Like, come on, Melissa.
I'm gonna blame it on a lot of weed. Okay, and that's all children.
So that's going into my series. Stargate and Sunstreak is gonna, because that's also, those were both CIA programs.
You're making
And
me want men staring at goats movie again.
I have that
I do too. It's yeah, that was
in
the
my
other.
DVD collection.
That was I think that was a good movie. I think it was pretty telling, but also like that one made me really wonder a lot more because I think right around that was what, a late 2000s movie, early 2010s, the Men Staring at Goats.
I don't know. I can go look at the DVD
I
if you
feel like
want.
it was around that time. I think I was in the army when that came out.
That was Brad Pitt and
It was Clooney, right?
Clooney.
Yeah.
Men Staring at Goats was 2009. I
Yeah.
can't believe it's that old.
Not that old, is it?
What?
Oh yeah.
That old?
Yeah.
I'm
So are we.
yeah.
Speak for yourself, punk.
That
Okay.
was,
Oh,
that's a long
yeah.
time ago. But
Long time ago. Seems like yesterday to me almost. So
just with
long
all
time.
the secret stuff that I don't want to say I know of, because anything
You
that I
do.
knew that was
Don't lie.
secret clearance, it's no, all
Hogwash.
it's public by now. Like everybody knows that stuff. And I only fixed like night vision goggles, and I didn't do anything that cool. Everybody knows about night vision now. So I don't know. It just made me think though, because I did get to see some of the cool goat things that the medics did. I've talked about on the show before, where they clone these goats, and here these medics are working on clone goats to live prep
Just
before
so
going
you
into
guys
battle.
could blow them up, right?
Well, I mean, do you want a medic who has no experience, or do you want a medic who has some experience? To me, this is common sense. Um, I signed a waiver. I wasn't allowed to talk about it for 10 years. And like, thank God, like it's been more than 10 years. So like, we're good. Fuck them. But my medics, they were top notch. Everybody came back alive. And
Because they got to practice on goats.
Cloned goat. Cloned with the C? Cloned
clone.
goats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely clone
Kind of
goats.
like KFC's cloned chicken.
Yep.
Is it
And
cloned?
Yeah, that's why they
yeah,
can't call it Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, because it's not chicken.
That's not true.
well, I heard
Yeah.
every cow,
Let's ask
and
Rob.
this isn't Alex Jones theory, but I heard every cow that we eat comes from a clone cow from the 80s. And I did a little bit of research on this, and I wouldn't say every cow, because that's tough. But the genetic splicing science and research that they've done, they have they've documented it. You can see when cows come into practice. It's in the late 80s, and it seems like most of the agricultural cows are continuing to be genetically modified and spliced from one original cow. And that's the science on it. And what I will say on that is, if you look at a Walmart beef and you go to a local, butcher, and you get the beef from there and you compare the two, one of them's going to look like clone meat, the other one's going to look like real meat, and you tell me the difference. I'm not a scientist.
So,
that's my summary on this whole thing.
do you want to hear what Grok says?
What is Brock's? I was
He
gonna look,
says
but
Kentucky Fried Chicken uses real chicken, not clone chicken. The chicken is sourced from poultry farms, primarily from suppliers like Tyson Foods and Pilgrim's Pride in the U.S., which raises broiler chickens specifically bred for meat production. Cloning technology isn't commercially viable for poultry production, and there's no evidence or credible reports suggesting KFC uses cloned meat. Regulatory bodies like the USDA and FDA oversee poultry supply chains, ensuring it's real. Because I trust them.
no,
He
really.
says it's an urban myth.
Well, why I think the meat would be different, Brad, honestly, is the meat from Walmart. Like, so they did this thing, right?
Mhm.
Um, you could still put, USDA beef as long as the beef was from here. So, like, they'd kill these chickens or whatever. They load them all up in a cargo and freeze them. Then they ship them off to China, where there they dress them and clean them and process them,
Oh,
pack it up, and then they put it on fucking cargo back here, and it's a product of USA.
fair
So for
enough.
me, like, no, it's not fair enough. It's really gross. You want to bitch me about need to quit eating fucking meat to save the environment, but you put this dead cow carcass, shipped it all the way to China. Fuck, I want to go to China. I don't need hamburger from China. I want to go see China. Like, what the hell? And that's the cheap meat. Like, there's no way that's cheaper.
Yeah, that honestly doesn't make too much sense to me.
Well, it does. It's slave labor over there, and there's no oversight of anything. Like,
And that was my biggest issue with the
Yeah, go buy
tariffs. As
a high
soon as
dollar pair of
the
sneakers.
tariffs came down, when everybody's like, oh, it's part of the plan. I don't know. I don't know if it was part of the plan, because at no point do we need to bring those jobs in China here to America. Nobody wants those fucking jobs. Not a
a lot
chance.
want those jobs.
Those jobs?
Yeah.
We can't get people to work at Subway in my fucking town. What are you talking about, Aura? I'm sorry. We're not gonna work that fucking job.
I mean, like meat packing plants. That was good.
Meat
But a lot of
packing plants.
meat packing. I'm sorry, meat packing.
Smoking another one, Aura.
It was a good paying job.
Those are good paying jobs.
Oh
My
gosh, when I worked at the bank, they all came in from the chicken farm. God, did they smell bad? Ooh,
Uh,
it was awful.
my former mother-in-law, um, weird story there. She worked at a meat packing plant, and she was a supervisor. Weird, crazy lady, but she was a safety supervisor at the butcher's place where they were doing all the knives, and she ended up becoming one of the people who would resharpen knives. I have so many fucking knives from the butcher's place at the meat carving place, because she would just send me just like, well, we couldn't use this one anymore, but I resharpened it for you. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with like 80 fucking knives, but like I
I
have
could
them.
use a sharp knife in my kitchen, Brad. When you send me
I'll
my
send
next
you one.
care package, throw one of those
I'll
knives in
send
it.
you a knife.
I need a sharp knife in my kitchen.
These things are fucking crazy
You
sharp
know the
too.
best knives in the world, and if you ask, occasionally they'll give you one. Are the ones, those bread knives they use at Subway,
Mm.
and they go through so many of them. They'll just give you one. I have one in my drawer right now. Those are the best knives. You can slice the perfect tomato for a sandwich with that knife. Like perfect.
I'm gonna be non-politically correct here. At my Subway, we have literally retards working at Subway. Literal fucking retards. And like, I'm all for equal opportunity. I really am. I think these retards need to have a job. Like there's nothing against, people with mental disability trying to go out there and make a life for yourself. I'm all for it. But like, you got to have one sound mind person running the Subway. You cannot have everybody be fucking just totally zonked out of their mind on meth, or fucking literally just be actually retarded with Down syndrome and like not able to handle any fucking customers coming through. We have to have some sort of structure here. What are we doing with America? And like, if this is DII hiring across the board,
Subway just turned into the whole United States.
Well, those are franchise. That is like a local business owner's decision, but he probably gets some really fat tax cuts, and like
You made
that's
me
the
spit
only
my
money
drink
he's
out,
getting.
Brad.
That's the
Like
only money
literally
they're
just
getting.
shot wine out of my nose.
Like half the town has already boycotted this place. I mean, obviously because Subway's business model has gone to shit. They don't have $5 footlongs anymore. They pay
And then there's the
celebrities
whole
fucking
Jared thing.
yeah, the whole
Let's
and
not
that's
forget the pedophile Jared.
and the sandwiches kind of taste like ass. So like there's all that. It's working
I don't
against
eat
them,
wheat, so
you
I
know.
don't eat at Subway, but I did
Right.
get a knife once, and it's really cool. That sounds like a Geico commercial, doesn't it?
it does. They could probably save the entire business, bring back the Subway card, but
Mm.
in giving you a free sub, they give you a free knife.
Ooh. Once every 6 months.
Brilliant.
Subway.
Subway,
free
get a
knife.
knife.
And suddenly stabbings have increased in your town.
That's how we do the marketing for them. They don't have to
Jesse
pay all these
Smollett killed
basketball
Subway.
players. Oh, that's true.
It's a joke. Tell me, Jesse Smollett. I don't know who that is.
He's the guy who
That
got beat
lied.
up by a group of black people and then said, "Oh no, I beat myself up."
Yeah, he lied. You don't remember that? The
Yeah.
whole Jesse Smollett.
He was Subway.
Hold on.
On the Subway. In the Subway. Yeah, I
He
vaguely,
was.
but not really.
I don't remember if he was near Subway actually.
I'll get the Jesse Smollet.
His sandwich, his Subway sandwich, was key to the case.
That's what it was.
What the fuck?
Jesse Smollett's Subway sandwich was key to the case, ex-Chicago police superintendent says. Actor Jesse Smollett was found guilty of lying to police last week after he claimed he was the victim of a hate crime in 2019. And of all things, a Subway sandwich was a key piece of evidence in the case against him. Ex-Superintendent Eddie Johnson told News Nations Now that Smollett left his home around 2 a.m. on the day he claimed to be attacked to buy the sandwich.
Okay. So do you remember this show? I was at somebody's house and they were watching it, and I watched like 2 episodes, and then I was like, no, I can't watch this shit. And
So he told them that they poured bleach on him and all this stuff, but when he got up and went to his apartment building, he still had the Subway sandwich with him. He didn't lose his Subway through the whole being accosted, and he managed to save the footlong.
It was a tasty sandwich.
and he gave them $130,000 and did he go to jail?
I don't remember.
Back to work, didn't he? What?
Yes, Melissa, this is MAGA country now. That's what they told him when they beat him up and poured bleach on him. But he didn't lose the footlong the whole time.
Go to jail, and he.
Let's see. Did he go to jail?
It doesn't look like it. Originally, they gave him 16 felonies. He got disorderly conduct for filing a false police report, and then he had to pay over $130,000 for the cost of investigating the alleged hoax. And but the terms are private. It was settled secretly.
Yeah, it says his sentence, his conviction and jail sentence were the appeals court on December 1st, 2023. It says the appeals court upheld his conviction and jail sentence, but I'm not sure that he's ever done.
It says he
150 days is what he did in jails, but he only spent 6 days.
Okay, 6 days in jail for
causing upheaval.
Like he was probably paid for that. Like, I mean, let's be real. I mean, maybe he was just desperate and wanted to, or one of those, he wanted to get the sympathy vote or whatever. But dude, I'm guessing that guy was paid for that. Seriously.
Yeah,
Well,
likely.
Melissa's right. Kamala was his biggest cheerleader. Kamala. Word
Hmm.
salad. Word salad was his biggest cheerleader.
I hope she does something with her life, but that's just me being optimistic.
She should teach people how to speak in public. She should do a tour and go to Holiday Inns and rent the room and get the people to come in and teach them
Honestly,
how to speak in public.
I would close motivational speaker,
Yeah, yeah.
because if anybody out there can be like Gary Vee, but for women, it's Kamala Harris. Like, you don't have to do anything, nothing at all. Just artificially inflate yourself, present yourself with an absurd amount of ego, and like look at where it will take you. That's all Gary Vee does. And like nothing wrong with it. People need this in their life. Some people just need that little extra oomph.
But the
And
thing about the
she'd be good at that.
thing is the thing that we all want to become, the thing to be, the thing that we must
Oh,
all be.
Hey, actually, what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying? And then I realized you were being a Kamala impersonator.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel sorry for that Patel chick. She's a Kamala impersonator. So Kamala does need to do something so that she can continue on with her career.
Yeah,
She's
she needs more work. Yeah, more material.
so funny. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to it. It hasn't been showing me. What is her name? God, she's funny. She's one of those people that people steal her shit off TikTok and put it on her, even though she has an X account. That shit pisses me off. Quit doing that, people. Fucking go look up and see if they have an X account at least. I mean, unless you're boycotting X, and then don't post shit on X. Go. Okay, sorry.
All right, you guys. It's
Bye.
8 after. We went a little late.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow,
We
Tony.
did.
Yes.
I love
Love
you.
you.
But,
Thank you for joining us. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all. Thanks, Melissa. I loved having you here tonight.
Yes. Thanks for showing up, everybody, in the comments. Appreciate you. If you ever want on, just reach out to us. We can put you on. You just connect to your phone or your computer if you want to be all cool like us. Whatever, no big deal.
We need to get Frenchie on here, Brad.
Yeah, one of these days. No, probably not.
He thinks I'm a goat, man. I want him on here.
Honestly, he's been like one of the longest, or she maybe, probably a he, longest continued weirdest support person. So like I'd humor it. Um, Always have fun, with random people. It's good times. Or you're always welcome. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why it took this long, but like now that you know how the setup works, like we can.
after my bedtime, I go to bed at the time the show starts. I go to
Yeah, it's after my bedtime too, but I make an exception because I love my guys here.
exception for tonight, and yeah, I was gonna make an exception the other day. When you guys stood her up for her birthday, fucking dicks.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I could
seriously.
I would have planned on all day long Green Man, Tony.
Hide your face. Bastard.
What?
420. 420. You missed the perfect day for you to burn stuff. That's why he missed it, because he spent all day burning stuff.
I have no excuses. I was
Lotto.
stoned as hell. Cashman said, "Hey man, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I have the energy for this." And I said, "I'm glad you said it."
And to be honest, my mom had this beautiful brunch with these fantastic mimosas, and when you drink before noon, your day's kind of toast for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, unless you're taking a 2-hour fucking nap watching football, but it ain't football season, so.
Anyways, I would have been here. I love you guys. Good night.
Love you. Thank
Good
you.
night. We're
Don't
outta here.
forget to visit our sponsors, everyone. Bye.
Do all that. See you next week.
Yeah. We came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. Yeah, this is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Brando and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.